It's finally here. I am incredibly excited to introduce the bike you've all been waiting for, the new 2026 Harley-Davidson V-Rod.
Ladies and gentlemen, throttle twisters and chrome chasers, hold on to your handlebars because the legend is roaring back to life. After years of whispers and rumors that kept us up at night dreaming of drag strip glory, Harley-Davidson has unleashed the 2026 V-Rod, a muscle-bound beast that's not just a revival, it's a revolution on two wheels. Picture this. The original V-Rod from the early 2000s was Harley's audacious love letter to speed demons, blending VR1000 racing DNA with street-legal swagger. It turned heads, scorched tarmac, and left competitors in the dust. But Harley pulled the plug in 2017, leaving a void in the cruiser world that no amount of Pan America adventures could fill. Fast forward to today, and the V-Rod isn't just returning, it's evolved into a futuristic predator, armed with cutting-edge tech, a heart-pounding engine, and a design so aggressive it'll make your pulse race faster than a quarter-mile blast. This isn't your grandpa's softail. This is the V-Rod reborn for a new era of riders who crave power without compromise. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into what makes this 2026 icon the bike that's about to redefine muscle cruisers. Asterisk. Let's start with the soul of the machine, that unmistakable design that's equal parts drag racer and street outlaw. The 2026 V-Rod channels its heritage like a perfectly tuned hot rod, but with a modern twist that screams innovation. Gone is any hint of subtlety. This bike's low-slung frame hugs the ground like it's ready to pounce, with a seat height of just 28 inches that plants you firmly in command. The muscular fuel tank swells outward, sculpted to look endless and imposing, evoking the raw aggression of a 70s muscle car, but refined for today's highways. Up front, a sculpted LED headlamp pierces the night like a predator's gaze, flanked by aerodynamic fairings that slice through wind with surgical precision. And oh, that rear end, a massive 240mm wide tire wrapped around a cast aluminum wheel, paired with a swing arm that's as beefy as it is beautiful. Drag-style handlebars pull you into a forward-leaning attack position, but Harley didn't forget about real-world riding. They've dialed in improved ergonomics with adjustable foot pegs and a two-tone, premium seat that's plush enough for cross-country hauls without sacrificing that edge-of-your-seat thrill. Color options? Midnight black for stealth mode, iron silver for that industrial gleam, or inferno red to set the asphalt ablaze. Choose your poison, because every hue amplifies the V-Rod's commanding presence. It's not just a bike, it's a statement on wheels, blending retro heritage with futuristic flair, in a way that demands a second look and a first ride. Asterisk. But design alone doesn't win drag. Races or turn corners like a demon. Enter the beating heart under that tank. The 1,500cc liquid-cooled Revolution Max V-twin engine. This isn't some watered-down mill. It's Harley's latest evolution of the VR engine that birthed the V-Rod legend, now supercharged with 150 horsepower at the crank and over 125 Newton-meters of torque that hits like a freight train. Imagine twisting the throttle and feeling that liquid-cooled fury erupt. Variable valve timing and optimized fuel mapping ensure razor-sharp response, whether you're launching from a stoplight or carving canyons. Dual overhead cams keep vibrations to a whisper, so you can revel in the deep, signature Harley rumble without your teeth chattering. Top speed? Electronically capped at a blistering 145 miles per hour, but with a 0 to 60 sprint in under 3.5 seconds, you'll hit triple digits before your heart catches up. And efficiency? Don't let the power fool you. Expect around 42 mpg, thanks to advanced cooling that keeps things cool under pressure during those marathon rides. Paired with a slick 6-speed transmission and a slipper clutch that smooths downshifts like butter, this engine doesn't just move you. It propels you into a world where every rev is pure adrenaline. It's the kind of power that reminds you why we ride, not for the destination, but for the electric rush that courses through your veins. Asterisk now. Let's geek out on the features that make the 2026 V-Rod not just fast, but frighteningly smart. At the helm is a 5-inch full-color TFT display that's your command center. Crisp, customizable, and loaded with Bluetooth connectivity for seamless smartphone integration. Mirror your phone's nav, crank your playlist through embedded speakers, or take hands-free calls without ever glancing away from the road. Multiple ride modes, rain for slippery mercy, road for everyday flow, and sport for unleashing the beast. Tweak everything from throttle mapping to ABS and traction control, ensuring you stay glued to the pavement no matter the conditions. Cornering ABS and traction control? Standard issue here, using lean angle sensors to brake and power with surgical accuracy, turning what could be a white-knuckle slide into a poetry of precision. The electronic suspension is a game-changer too. Preload and damping adjust on the fly via that TFT screen, soaking up potholes on urban jaunts or stiffening up for high-speed sweeps. Keyless ignition means no fumbling for fobs. Just walk up, mount, and go. Toss in a USB-C charging port to keep your devices juiced. Tire pressure monitoring to avoid surprises. And LED adaptive lighting that illuminates curves before you hit them. It's like the V-Rod anticipates your every move. Even the exhaust gets a makeover. A revised system tuned for that throaty growl, compliant with global emissions but unapologetically loud when you want it to be. These aren't gimmicks. They're the tools of a modern warrior, blending brute force with brainy tech to keep you safe, connected, and utterly in control. Asterisk, what truly sets the 2026 V-Rod apart though, are the new features that scream next level. Harley didn't just dust off the old blueprints. They rebuilt from the frame up with a lightweight aluminum chassis that's nearly 20 kilograms slimmer than its predecessors, sharpening handling into a scalpel's edge without sacrificing that rock-solid stability. The Harley RDRS system, Reflex Defensive Rider Systems, takes safety to sci-fi territory, dynamically adjusting braking and torque based on lean angle and road conditions for confidence-inspiring rides. Voice command support lets you bark orders like navigate to the nearest diner without lifting a finger, while turn-by-turn navigation beams right onto the dash. And for the tinkerers, multiple accessory packages await: touring windshields for wind-battling epics, performance exhausts that amp up the roar, and cosmetic kits to personalize your Predator. It's these innovations that bridge the gap between the V-Rod's drag strip roots and today's tech-savvy riders, proving Harley listens to what we crave: power that's playful, tech that's intuitive, and a ride that's as addictive as it is advanced. Asterisk, alright. Let's talk brass tacks. The price and when you can get your hands on this chrome Thunderbolt. Starting at an accessible $22,000 for the base trim, scaling up to $25,000 with premium options like upgraded suspension or custom paint, the 2026 V-Rod delivers superbike thrills without shattering your bankroll. That's value that punches way above its weight. Especially when you factor in the resale legend of V-Rod models, these beasts hold value like gold. Launch? Mark your calendars for mid-2026, with rollouts hitting North American showrooms first, followed by Europe and Asia. Pre-orders are already firing up at select dealers, so if you're feeling that itch, don't sleep on it. This one's poised to sell out faster than a Sturgis rally tee. Flexible financing and trade-in programs make it easier than ever to swing, turning dream into reality with EMI options that fit like a custom glove. Asterisk, so there you have it, the 2026 Harley-Davidson V-Rod, a phoenix rising from the ashes of cruiser complacency, ready to drag you into a future where power, style, and smarts collide in explosive harmony. Whether you're a seasoned road rat chasing horizon lines or a wide-eyed newbie hungry for your first taste of freedom, this bike doesn't just carry you, it transforms you. It's the roar in your soul made manifest. The wind-whipped grin you can't fake. The legacy that says, ride hard, live louder. If the V-Rod calls to you, answer it, because in a world of bland commuters, this is the beast that reminds us why we fell in love with two wheels in the first place. Rev up, riders. The revolution starts now.